Hey guys, Omni here. We just had a PlayStation 5 showcase earlier today while I was at work. I just got home. I've heard about a couple of things that have been announced, so we're going to just kind of do this all in one video. And I'm going to go through all the trailers and announcements that caught my interest. And there's a couple of things that are outside of my wheelhouse that I probably won't touch on. If you would like me to look into them, make sure to comment if I missed something you wanted me to check out down in the comments below. And I'll take a look at it and see if that's something I could do and give you guys my thoughts on. Because I'm always open to putting myself out there into some other titles, some things I may not be familiar with. But for this video, for the just time's sake, I'm going to be focusing on the ones that I am interested in. And I want to give my quick thoughts too on the pricings of this. I think we finally, because that's been the big question, is like, how much is this thing going to cost? And we got two different versions. The standard is $499.99. So $500 for the standard edition, which includes the disc drive. And then you have a digital only edition that doesn't have the disc drive. That is $400, which is $399. I don't know. I'm going to have to gauge like how I feel about it in the long run. But what we're seeing, at least with some of the announcements and some recent press releases from the heads over at Sony, is they are looking at doing exactly what Microsoft has been doing, with not only mimicking their own version of Game Pass with this PlayStation Plus collection thing, but they're also exploring, and I think the announcement too, because one of the things that I already saw was in a headline that we had an announcement for Final Fantasy 16, which is coming to PS5 and PC. And I think that's goes in line with what they had been saying a few weeks ago, that they are wanting to port, not even port, they want to launch at day, like Microsoft is doing going forward with a lot of their first-party titles to their console as well as PC. And with the announcement, because that's usually has been the case with Final Fantasy games, is the port. The PC launch, the PC version of the game comes well later, and maybe this is going to be the first one that's going to be on both. And it also makes me wonder with the other announcements that were made today regarding Spider-Man's Miles Morales DLC, game, expansion, sequel, whatever this is classified as, if that's going to kind of imply that maybe we'll see the Insomniac game come to PC. There was also there was nothing really shown. It was basically a voice track or whatever, because I did see that there was a tease for God of War sequel, which was just a one-line voiceover from Kratos and just the logo and his voice, and Ragnarok is coming. So I'm hyped up for that. That's pretty awesome. I still need to actually finish this most recent God of War game. I've been really behind on some of those games. I've been distracted by other ones that have been coming out. So that's something I'm going to need to make sure to do before that comes out. But I'm sure that's a long ways away before we'll actually have that in our hands. So let's go ahead and start off. I want to kick it off with we got a gameplay demo. This one's a little bit chunky, and I'm going to have timestamps in the video down in the description for these so you guys can go through it. So I want to kick off with Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is a gameplay demo on the PS5. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Let's check it out. Let me get the audio in the right place. Here we go. And now, I absolutely loved the main game, Marvel Spider-Man on PS4. Loved it to death. Streamed that over on my Twitch. I still haven't finished the DLCs though, but my God, this was my favorite superhero game I've ever played.
I'm late for Mom's rally.
Like just the way it played, the emotional content, the weight, the characters, how developed it was, the world. It was pretty much everything I wanted originally out of the Arkham games, which were the pinnacle to me up until that. I think that took what the Arkham games did and just took it to a whole other level.
Come on, we're gonna be late.
And I'm a DC guy.
Hey, dude, I am so filling your suit with snow. Are you still wearing your suit?
Yeah, you know, just in case.
It's gonna be fine.
Got Spider-Man mural up there.
Part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Oh gosh,
This would be great for the last beat I was working on.
it's so beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Any Japanese toys between now and January 1st.
What do you think about Rio Morales? You gonna vote for her?
It's still hard to think of Mom as a politician. She's been a teacher my whole life. Similar skill sets, right? Corralling people, educating them, making sure they don't throw things at each other.
What's this defaulting to right now? Let me bump that up a little bit.
Hi, I'm Brian Porton,
All right.
creative director at Insomniac Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game, and we find Miles' new home, Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom,
1 year.
Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground. A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this game,
Tinkerer?
captured on PlayStation 5 hardware.
Nice.
The Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform. Let's take a look.
Okay. A lot of exposition there. I don't mind the setup though. It fits in with the world we had before. Dude. I love that design. Looks like right out of Tron.
Ignore everything else. Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
Kia! Oh shit. Oh no. You need to be careful with your discharge, buddy.
Keep him busy.
Oh, I love the neon aesthetic to this. Holy shit. Dude, his utility. I love it. Oh, they got morphine weapons.
People are trapped over there. I have to push past these guys.
Oh! Dude! Of course, this is running off the same engine, so there's going to be a lot of similarities in the way it plays. But it already looks and seems like it's going to feel pretty distinctive from Peter's gameplay. Hey. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, lost that little bit. Holy shit. Oh! Always gotta have a bus or train or something hanging off a bridge. It is Spider-Man after all. That was a nice dive through that. Dude, I hate bridges. Then again, I hate water. And I think that's just a no-no combo for me.
I need something to
Oh, it's giving me anxiety.
I can stop this.
Come on, man. Gotta do the Peter train. You gotta do the Tom Holland freaking boat clinch. Come on! Come on! Do it! Dude, I fucking love Spider-Man. Oh, fuck. Dude, hell yes. Hell yes. Also available on PlayStation 4, so I don't have to upgrade to play that. That's one benefit, but I'm always, if I can, I do want to play the superior version. That being said, for a lot of people that won't be able to upgrade, because again, that's a hefty price point to kind of match up to play it. It is available on PS4. I don't, I hope the game isn't like full price. I can't remember if they confirmed the price for this or not or anything like that, but I don't know. That's something I'm kind of concerned about. If it comes out like in an expansion, because it's not a full game, but they also said it's not a DLC. So we'll see. I can't wait to play it though. I loved the feeling of the first game. I think Insomniac knocked it out of the park with it. It was fantastic. It felt so amazing traversing New York. And the combat was just as fluid, if not more fluid, than some of the Arkham games. The level of exploration, the level of detail, the life in the city, the suits, the customization, the character development. Like I didn't cry in a single Batman game, but that game got me teared up. The first game hit every level, man, and I can't wait. So next one that we're going to be looking at is, of course, going to have to touch into my inner edgelord from my youth days with Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition announcement. My roommate already kind of teased one of the additions that's going to show up in this. It also kind of begs into a couple of questions I'm going to have going forward. But let's take a look at it and pull up the announcement trailer for Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition for the PS5. Fucking loved DMC 5, man. I can't.
Day, if our positions were switched, would our fates be different? Would I have your life and you mine? You a demon.
Oh shit. Dude, I love Virgil, man. I mean, Dante's my homeboy, but Virgil is such a badass counterpart. Foil. Holy shit, dude! Whoa, what? This track, man.
Rest in peace.
Holy shit, dude. Dude, I fucking love this world. I love these characters. This is just so much goddamn hype.
Devil May Cry.
Ooh. Ooh. Available digitally at launch. Ah. Okay. Their PS4 logo, so I guess this is also going to be available on PS4, which makes me assume also, since it was released on PC, which is the version I have, this better be on PC as well. And I hope that this is also available to people who already own the game as an addition, as you can upgrade it to this without having to buy the full game again. That's the only thing that I'm concerned about this. And goddamn, Virgil's gameplay looks so fun. Dude, I had so much fun playing through DMC 5, taking it back to form, bringing that difficulty, that skill, that precision to the hack and slash genre. Oh man, it's so good, man. I loved it. All the right levels of juicy from that game. All right, guys. So, let's go ahead and we'll do a little. Now, I'm going to go ahead and preface this one. Oh, hold on. Oops, I accidentally started. I'm going to go ahead and preface this one. I love Harry Potter. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I don't agree with anything that J.K. Rowling has been saying online whatsoever, but I still have my love for this world, this universe, and from what I understand, she's got minimal to no involvement in this game, but it's been long rumored, but they've finally got an official reveal trailer for the open world RPG that has been in the talks that we've been seeing a lot of rumors of, and it's called Hogwarts Legacy. So let's go ahead and slap this open and check it out.
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. That common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts. Now it is time to add your
late
own story
1800s.
to these hallowed halls, and quite possibly shape the future of the wizarding world.
So like that, it's going to be a little bit of a period piece.
Every stone in this castle tells the story. Witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's most talented professors. And while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells, there is a larger world beyond these walls.
Holy shit!
Filled with dangers you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world. That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to unlocking this door.
Got some jittery frame rate there.
Your potential is limitless. But what form will it take?
Dude.
The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Hot damn! Live the unwritten. Oh, that gave me chills, man. Holy shit. It's beautiful. I want to know to what extent this is going to play out. Is this like multiplayer? Is this like an MMO in a sense? Or is this like a straightforward, like you create a character and live out in this RPG? Is it like Skyrim? Is it like Fallout? How does this world operate? I mean, I assume you create your character. We saw a bunch of different characters play out in that. There's going to be choice. Can you build into different like functions as far as like what happens with your house? Does that play into the story? Do you have a set one that you're stuck with? Or can you play a Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and have that affect your character? Can you go into the dark arts? Can you become a Death Eater if you wanted to? If you wanted to be a douchebag? I want to know how this lives out in the world that it goes out, the level of exploration to it. Like, where can you go? What are the places, the types of magic you're going to run into? Holy shit. I have so many questions. But by God, that's what a trailer is supposed to do, is get you riled up, and holy shit, it looked great. Again, I don't support anything J.K. Rowling's saying online, but yeah, at some point, I think you just have to cut the artist out of it and love the art for itself. But I love that though. Live the unwritten. This is outside of anything we've seen before. We've probably heard some elements of it in some books and some off-kilter things, maybe some things mentioned in the books at some point. But this is a time period where it's pretty much mostly unknown, untapped, unwritten. And you're free to shape this. And kind of like the way that KOTOR did for Star Wars by taking you into the galaxy 3,000 years before the Republic. Or at least before the Empire. So I'm hyped up for that, man. That's got me really excited. All right, so we're going to go into one more. Actually, we got two more. I'm going to save the one I'm going to go with this one first, because honestly, I'm a little more guarded on these trailers because of I have a specific taste in mind when it comes to Final Fantasy, which we just got an official announcement reveal trailer for Final Fantasy 16 for the PS5. Let's check it out. PC emulating a PS5.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them.
Going back to the fantasy element.
Icon. That thing's a bloody mountain.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck. That guy's dead.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
So I did see that, I think the team that did 14 is behind this, and it definitely shows.
Your father will be expecting us.
Is the aesthetic.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
Oh.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Oh!
What does it matter?
Is this like a refined
It was the
15 engine or combat?
in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
Ooh. Dude.
Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Oh. Dude. Oh, whoa.
It's the Archduke's son.
I'm getting like a Game of Thrones vibe from this. I don't know. It's definitely intriguing me.
Second icon of fire. But that's impossible.
Ifrit. Ooh.
The legacy of the crystals. Has shaped our history.
Do you have a party, or is this like just like one person?
I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
What the fuck? Dude, like major Game of Thrones vibes with this, like taking up like the violence, the political intrigue, the aesthetic in general. But it does follow in line with what we've seen with, 14, that world that they've built up. The character models themselves even look very similar, but just like an improved version of what you see in Final Fantasy XIV as it currently stands. That art direction, that aesthetic, the music though, fantastic. 14 has some really amazing music. I've always been more of a fan of like the modern, postmodern kind of fantasy infused versions, like 7, 8, 10 kind of skirting on the lines of that, and then 15. I like the blend. And I don't know, but this one, honestly, it kind of got me hyped up, man. It definitely did. I want to know more about it. I want to know what's going on. How's this? All the gameplay or simulated gameplay that we saw looked like it was like you don't even have a party, but it looked quick. It looked responsive. It kind of actually reminded me a little bit more of Devil May Cry than anything. But yeah. Bring it on. I'm looking forward to that. I'm honestly surprised that we got this so soon. All right, last one I wanted to save is our second trailer for Resident Evil 8 Village, or Resident Evil Village, as they want to call it. So this one I was a little more confident about. I'm definitely like really excited to see where this goes, because this is following up with Ethan from 7. Of course, Chris makes an appearance in the first trailer that we got in a questionable role. So I'm really excited to see what we see here. This is it. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up and let's go.
Move! Chris? What the hell?
Take him away.
I feel like what the hell is like I would probably be screaming obscenities if like I just saw somebody I knew or maybe somewhat trusted come in and murder my wife.
In life and in death.
I don't think what the hell is my response.
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
Dude.
Quit being so paranoid. Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees.
Tim Burton makes that little animatic.
Fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep. It's just a local tale.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Mia, did you get us into some shit again? Damn, man, damn.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
We got a merchant. Got a new merchant. I mean, I'm still on board with it. I really like the Transylvanian aesthetic to it, especially with this play into the spin on these witches, this folklore, these BOWs that have the appearance of werewolves. We kind of see some kind of trollish looking things, and just the coven that we saw kind of teased in the last trailer as well. And then we saw what definitely seems like your stereotypical kind of witch. So this little folklore story about the forest and these vines and stuff playing into it. It's definitely taking Resident Evil into a different whole other spin. And I'm wondering how this is going to spin into the world of Resident Evil as we know it. How is this going to be tied back into it? Is this somehow tied back to Umbrella? One of the viruses? Is this another plague? Is this something new? Because I mean, it could very well be a whole new thing. A new infection, a new parasite, a new fungus, a new something that's been developed. Doesn't necessarily have to be some predecessor of it. Because I mean, with Resident Evil 4, which was really the first one to completely deviate from the virus perspective by giving us the plagas. And then 7 gave us the mold, which is its own distinction from the two. I'm wondering if this is going to be tied into that or if it's going to be a completely new branch. Why Chris had to pop off Mia, I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm really excited to see it. It looks great. I love the aesthetic. I love the isolation of it all. I love the environment. They did say this one would have a more heavier focus on combat, which is something that I'm not all that thrilled about. But then again, so did Resident Evil 4, and they pulled that off really well. And I think they're going for that kind of similar aesthetic as well, because it feels very Resident Evil 4 in tone and visuals. And then we even have a merchant, so it's pretty bold. We'll see how it goes, because right now I'm liking what we're seeing of it. It's really interesting, and it stands out from any of the other games for sure already in what we're seeing. The setting, of course, again, it's very Transylvanian. It's very European, and I think it kind of will call on some of those similar feels that you got from Resident Evil 4. But I think that just visually, it's still very distinct, but it gives me similar vibes. You know what I'm saying? So far, let's see. These are all the trailers that I saw that have any interest to me. If there's something I missed that you'd like me to cover or anything like that, or see my reaction or thoughts to, sound off in the comments. Let me know, and if I can get to it, I'll get to it. But out of these, I think the thing that hyped me up, I think the most, honestly, is going to be Spider-Man. I'm really excited for that, and DMC 5. Honestly, both of those are just follow-ups to a pre-existing game, or really just expansions to pre-existing games, depending on your point of view. But the presentation and the games themselves that they came from were just so good. The Harry Potter thing is really exciting, but that could also very much be a lot of good presentation. It all comes down to execution, because it seems like a really bold idea, and sometimes bold ideas don't always pay off, but I'm optimistic about what we're seeing in that. And then, of course, Final Fantasy 16, honestly, it surprised me. It's not what I grew up on as far as Final Fantasy stuff, because my first Final Fantasy game was 7. Woo, I'm so special. And I like that aesthetic. and those I've always kind of had a little bit of an aversion to the ones that were a little more medieval, a little more lighthearted, a little more stereotypical JRPG. And this one, I don't know, there's just something about the tone about it, the presentation, the visuals, and the things, I don't know, the intrigue. Maybe it's that like Game of Thrones edge that I was kind of like seeing while I was watching it. That's kind of calling me into it. I don't know. It was surprising. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm hoping, of course, we got the God of War announcement. So some good stuff out of this, guys. So what was your favorite trailer? What from the showcase? What are you looking forward to? Are you going to be getting a PS5? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is a long video, but thank you guys for sticking through. So be sure to follow me on Twitch if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody.